So I'm going to be talking to you today about bronzers, blushes, and highlighters or illuminators. And this is definitely an extra step for makeup, and it does make a big difference, but sometimes you just don't have enough time and it's just a lot of extra stuff to put onto your face. So I opt to skip it most of the days, but when I do want to feel like a little extra good about myself, I would whip out these products. So I'm going to start off with my favorite bronzers and blushes and highlighters, and then I'm going to show you how I apply them after. So some of my favorites, I definitely love NARS Laguna bronzer a lot. I've hit pan on it, I've had it for about a year. This is probably going to be the one that I'm going to show you how to do the, the tutorial. This is what I'm going to use. And then I also really like Maybelline's Dream Mousse Blush in Coffee Cake, and it does have a slight orange tinge to it, but it's a pretty good, like cheek color also. So if you want that bronzy glow, I would use something like this. And I love the consistency as well. I also have the NARS Laguna Illuminator. Now, I didn't put this with the highlight because I feel like this could be used as a bronzer because of the color. And to be honest, I don't love this a lot. It's just one of the options that you can use because, as you can see, this one's powder, this one's mousse form, this one's liquid form. So bronzer comes in a lot of different forms. And the last one I have is this one from Revlon Color Stay, and I got it for like $4 because it was on sale. And I do like this one. It's just, it doesn't show up that well, but if you pack it on a little more, I love this. And it's cheap too. So that is the bronzers. And then next I'm going to move to blush. I really don't have too many favorite blushes. I have two to show you because these are the ones I use most. The first is the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush, and I don't know why this packaging is so hard to open. And this is in the color Adored. I really love this. First of all, because of what it claims. The company claims that this will help with your skin, which, I mean, any makeup product that can help with your skin is a definite bonus, right? So I love this, except that I don't like that it has a lot of glitter in it. I'd prefer it to be matte, but this came in a set, so I'll take it. And then this other one is another Dream Mousse blush. I absolutely love this one. This is in the color Peach Satin. And I absolutely love this because it gives your face just such a nice glow, and I really love the consistency as well. I don't know if you could see that either, but there's that. And I think the highlighter section, I have the most things. So I have these, and I don't love most of the things I have here. They're just options that many people like to use. So the first I'm going to talk about are MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes. I have two of them. This one's in Light Flush and this one's in Triple Fusion. And these are super glittery. I mean, they look really pretty if you were like going for that really shimmery look. But personally, I think these are just a little much. But MAC is very famous for their MSF, so check that out. I got mine at the CCO, so they were a little cheaper, but I mean cheaper by like $17, $20. That's how much I got them for. Now, you could also use for highlighter, which is used on the bridge of your nose, on your cheekbones right here, and you could highlight your Cupid's bow underneath right here, and then also on your forehead. You could use a shimmering white eyeshadow. This is just a gift from Sephora, and any eyeshadow can do, honestly, as long as it has a little shimmer and it's not too much. So I also have NARS Multiple in Orgasm, and this is just a really pretty. I love the consistency of this too. I mean, just the way that it feels when you blend it out on your skin is just, it's awesome. And this is the mini version. And then my last one is probably my favorite one. I did get a sample. I don't have the full size. NARS Copacabana Illuminator, and she gave me so much of it. I'll never have to buy it because there's so much product, and you need so little. So I'm barely dipping my finger in there. That's too much already. Like that much. And then hopefully you can see that. So there it is, and then let me blend that out a little. It's amazing, and I love this. So, now those are some of the ones that I have, and I like some of them, I don't like some of them, so I'm going to show you which ones that I love the most, and I'm going to put them on for you. So for bronzer, I like to use an angled brush, and this is just a MAC mini version of the 168, and then I'm going to use Laguna. So put your brush in there, and then what you do is you start in a C motion and then an E. So you start at your forehead. You could do the fishy face if you want, but and then get some onto the bottom jawline, but not too much because you don't want it to be a huge difference from your cheek to your neck. And then bronzer, you really don't need that much. I feel like if you use too much, you're just going to look like really, really bad. Okay, so you probably won't be able to tell the difference, but in real life, trust me, bronzer makes a really big difference in your skin. And then, because my nose I don't really like anyway, so I don't do this, but usually people like to contour their nose as well, so they would do this, but whatever. So there's bronzer, and that's how I apply it. Now blush, I like to use a stippling brush. This is from e.l.f., and it was super cheap. It was like $3. So I bought the MAC 187 before. That's just like this. It was $42, so I couldn't justify spending that much money. I returned it, and then this was like 2 years ago. But this I got recently, and I really like it. So I'm going to show you using, since I just used powder, I'm going to use the Dream Mousse blush because I like this more anyway. So I take my finger, dip into the pot, and then I put this onto my cheek and I just blend it, and it's amazing. I kind of rubbed off a little bit of my concealer, so you could see I have a little dark spot right there. But no big deal. And then if I were to use this brush, I would use it for powders. Alright, the last thing I have, I'm going to use Copacabana because I love this so much. So hopefully you can see. I take this much. This is enough for both sides of my face. And I just dot it along my cheekbones right here and then blend it up. You could get the excess and put it onto your brow bone. This much. This side I have a little too much, so I add some. And then bring that to the brow bone. Just blend it in. And I don't like to use a brush because I feel like using your fingers is more effective. And if you want, you can use some on your Cupid's bow, on your cheek, and then a little bit, tiny bit, down the bridge of your nose. And you want to avoid doing this on your forehead because I feel like this would just make you look oily. So unless you have really dry skin, you want to skip highlighting on your forehead. So those are my bronzers, blushes, and highlighters. These are not all of them. These are just some of the things I wanted to show you guys and the application of them. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.